welcome to the Social Cheryl column of MarcheChanel.com. Today I'll be kicking off my first anonymous submissions column, and I'm glad to have you guys tuned in. Okay, so the first anonymous submission. The subject says, "Does size matter?" And the message says, "So this guy that I'm talking to is cool, but there's just one issue. He lacks in that department. I've never had to deal with this issue before, and it slightly turns me off, but I can't go to the next level with him during sex. What should I do? I almost feel like I should tell him the reason why we can't go to the next level, but I don't want to hurt his pride. Sexually distressed girl, XOXO." Okay, so this is a crazy one, but my advice, it depends on how long you guys have been talking for. So if you've been in a serious relationship with this guy, or you guys been dating, he's been courting you, and everything is right with this one issue, I think you should try it before you knock it. You don't want to walk away from such a good relationship and that be the only flaw of why you just missed out on being happy with someone. But if you've just been kicking it with this guy and he's not all that, and you're just expanding your horizons, I would not waste a body on somebody who's like not packing how I want them to be packed. I don't mean to be shallow, but guys have their stereotypes too. They like their big butts and big breasts, and sometimes us girls don't make the cut. So I would say be the same. But great things sometimes come in small packages. So if you feel like it's worth laying down with this guy and just get a test, then go ahead. But if not, I say walk away. Okay, submission number 2 says to switch up. Oftentimes I find myself in these situationships, and I need your advice to get out of this pattern. It's one situation in particular I'd like to discuss. I used to talk to this guy and we were super tight. We can talk literally about anything together, and whenever I was in a bad mood, he knew the right things to say and get me out of my funk. Our friendship began to turn left to the worst when I began to figure out that he was lying to me throughout the whole time we were talking. The lies consist of commitment issues and relationships. I'm at the point where my inner peace means more to me than a boy who can't be a man to own up to his own mistakes. How do I move on from this? Where are the steps I need to take in order to come out a better person and not be a bitter person? This is a great question. I find myself giving this advice all the time. If you are reoccurring in these situationships, then you need to take some time alone, by yourself, not talk to anybody, and reflect on you as a woman. What is it about you that you love? Find out what you love about yourself, find out what you don't like, work on it, because most of the times when we keep landing in these situationships, it's because of something we're not quite doing right. Now, I'm not saying that gives the guy this complete leeway to go and say, "I'm gonna screw this bitch over because she's just not where she needs to be," but I am saying you need to open up and work on yourself before you keep hopping in these relationships and situationships. So if this guy was ever a friend to you, he would not put you in a predicament. Now, there's a difference between you guys being friends and you guys talking. If he was openly aware that you guys were talking and you guys were building your friendship, he is in the wrong for lying to you about messing with other girls, being in other relationships. If that was ever your friend, he would have told you straight up, "Hey, I'm dealing with somebody. Hey, I'm in a relationship." But that is not your friend, so get that out your mind. If he's over here lying to you and having you looking out here like the fool, so scratch that. And if this is your friend and he apologizes and you sees it work, moving on to the next level, okay, then go ahead and do it. But if this is a recurring situation, you keep finding yourself in a pattern, you need to let homeboy go, because clearly he doesn't respect you and he doesn't have the love and appreciation for you as you have for him. So you need to sit him down, let him know, are you guys working on your friendship? Are you talking? There's nothing wrong with going up to somebody that you find yourself talking to and asking, where is this going? At the same time, we're young, so I think you should take some time to work on yourself, especially if you keep finding yourself being heartbroken over this. And when you're by yourself, that's where you learn to be a better person and not a bitter person. Don't get angry from this, because we're still young. We're probably going to meet a ton and a bunch of guys who are up to our standard, but don't let it make you bitter. Learn to love yourself, know your worth, and from there, that shows on the outside, and guys will start coming up to you who are on your level. So that's what I say to do. This guy is not your friend, so snip for him. The next submission says time management. As the semester is starting to get rolling, I'm having a hard time managing my time, work, and party. Help. What can I do to ensure I get everything done and still have a great senior year? Oh my God, girls, this is me right now trying to manage 1,000 things, but we've been doing it for all these 4 years, so let's not get stuck in a senioritis mode and let time stop us now. But I would say get a planner. Planners are great, especially the good quality, colorful ones. They make you want to pick them up and write in them. So I would definitely say invest in a planner. Use your calendar on your phone. Those calendars work. They let you know, hey, this needs to be done before this needs past 4 years because of my wrongdoings in school and not knowing how to balance a long-distance relationship. I moved on in the past, but I knew that he was who I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. When he finally moved on, I woke up and realized, oh I can't lose my baby. He claims that I kind of had him on reserve. Now we're on a good space, and him and this girl are basically over since I came back in the picture. Him and I are better and stronger than we were before, and I'm mad that I had to take all of this to get here, but I was wrong for showing him how serious I was when I decided to move on. Oh no, basically she's saying, was she wrong for showing him how serious she was after he finally moved on? I didn't really look at it as homewrecking because it was my original home, but I definitely learned a valuable lesson. Wow, this is a mouthful. Okay, so you and your boyfriend were together for a good amount of time. You guys had your on and off. You guys split because you were doing your own thing and he finally moved on and that was your wake-up call. If this is the guy that you love and you really believe that you're going to spend the rest of your life with him, then I would say shoot your shot. And yes, I mean, he moved on and was in a different relationship, but if this is something that you know that's burning in your heart that this relationship is going to last for months and years to come, definitely, go after your man. But it depends on the situation. If it's home wrecking because you said him and this girl are basically over. What's basically like? Are they officially done? Is he still messing with her? Because if he's not, that's a whole different situation. You need to make sure that basically is for sure, for good, done. Because at that point, if he's still engaging in relations with this other girl and you are dipping back and forth in the picture, yes, you are home wrecking your home. But if you came back in the picture and you let him know, look, I love you, I want to work on this, are we moving forward? Then he decided that he wanted to cut off all ties with this girl and you guys are in a monogamous relationship, then yes, you're good. But make sure he's completely done with this girl. You don't want to end up in a relationship where he's with her, he's with you because you didn't do right, he didn't do right. Relationships are really simple. You shouldn't make them complicated. If you love him, go after it and don't let anything get in the way of it. So I hope that helps. This next one says, is she shady or am I overreacting? So I recently found out that my best friend is closely conversing with someone that I have problems with but has failed to mention it to me. Anytime I bring the person's name up, she's uncomfortable and she tiptoes around the subject. Should I cut her off for being shady? Because I'm honestly considering it. And then in the parentheses it says she doesn't know that I know. Basically, the girl, her best friend doesn't know that she's conversing with, I guess, the enemy. Girl, if you don't sit your best friend down and call her out on her bluff, like, that's crazy to me. Like, I know that we're all growing women, so I know that my friends may have beef with somebody, but if we're in a work environment where I have to speak to this person, I'm gonna say, hello, how are you? We're not going out to lunch. We're not getting our nails done together. We're not calling each other up and spreading information. When business has to be done, it's business. So I'm gonna speak and I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm not about to be riding around in this girl's car. So you need to let your best friend know, look, I got beef with this girl. You over here riding in her car. You over here being besties with her behind my back, and I don't appreciate that. If that's your friend, she would know those friend lines not to cross. Now, if she wants to be over here choosing sides, go let her hang on that side. But I wouldn't keep anybody in your corner that's friends, close friends with the enemy of yours, because she's gonna be back and forth telling your business, and it's not gonna end well. So either if you really think this is your best friend, sit her down and let her know. But somebody like me, I cut people off on the daily, so I'll be like snip, and not even let her know, because in her mind she knows she did wrong anyway. So she'll bow to her and check her on that, or just choose to walk away from the friendship. Okay, next up is Valentine's Day is right around the corner and I'm freaking out. Hello, beautiful. So I've been dating my boo for about 2 years now and I am truly happy. Now Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm wondering what I should do for him. I'm trying to save so my budget is not huge, but I want to do something romantic for him. Any ideas? My budget is roughly $100. Please help me make this Valentine's Day special. First of all, congratulations to you and your boo for, making it past 2 years. That's a huge accomplishment. And believe it or not, $100 is a huge budget, so it just depends on what you want to do. I know last year for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, I was on a budget too, and I think Valentine's Day is such a fun holiday that we put so much pressure on. You really don't have to go all out for Valentine's Day. The day comes and it goes, but I know my boyfriend loves music, so I would say think about something your boyfriend really, really loves and try to make it come to life. So because I know he loves music, I went into Target and I did like everything under $30. I got a picture frame, I got some black poster board, I went to Goodwill, I got some dollar records, like all the old ones that go straight to the store. Oh, and when I was at Target, I got some like acrylic paint, and I made him a platinum record. Like I painted the record, I measured and cut the poster board within the frame, and I pieced it all together. And I know he wants to be a music producer one day, so I'm like, here's your first record. So think about something that your boyfriend really, really likes and try to make it come to life. That's always a good one. If you're on the more spicy side of things, Victoria's Secret, I think they're still having a sale, but they had lingerie sets for like $30 and $40, and they were really, really nice. And then you can like go to somewhere like Spencer's, pick up a couple sex games, something like Sex, Trouble, Sorry, or Monopoly, something like that, and you know, have a fun night like that. Or you can do something special like, you know, rent a movie, cook dinner for him, but don't stress yourself out over this one holiday. You guys have been together for over 2 years for a reason, so I know that he'll love whatever you do. This next one says, girl and guy relationships, well, friendships. Do you think that girls and guys can be just friends, or do they end up liking each other after the long run? I am torn between the idea because I have guy friends that start as friendships and the guy ends up liking me more than a friend later on. I absolutely do agree that guys and girls can be friends. I know plenty of guys with close homegirls and friends where nothing has went past that line of friendship. It's all about how much you trust your boyfriend or your guy friend, and it's also about how secure you are with yourself. So I would say, you know, just keep your eye out for it, but don't just be so blind and just, you know, he's at this girl spending the night over her house, you know, and stuff like that. But guys definitely can have friends, and I definitely think it's possible. It's all about how you cross that line. I know I was friends with a guy like my freshman year in college, and I thought we were really, really cool, and he used to like take me out to lunch. I'm like, oh, that's what like a good friend does. But all the signs were there. Then he started liking me, then I started talking to this guy, and he was like, why are you talking to him? And I'm like, red flag. So I had to, you know, sniff. So if you see that him and his female friend are like that, you need to sit him down and break the news to him, hey, your friend likes you. Or if you have a guy friend that's coming on to you like that, just cut it off, because you don't want that to ruin the friendship. And after he starts liking you, there is no friendship after that point. All of his means are going to just be to come get with you. So it's possible. This next one says, how long should I hold him down for? Me and my boyfriend have been together for 4 months, and he just got locked up. I'm not sure how long he will be in jail. Do you think I should break up with him and move on, or stay? Girl, you and his boyfriend together for how long? 4 months, and he going to jail for whoever knows how long? I say leave. I mean, people might say that's not loyal, that's not a quote-unquote bottom bitch, but look, that's not my journey in life. I'm assuming that you're young, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you have a long life to live. I definitely don't think that you should waste most of your college experience in your life holding somebody down that's in jail, because clearly you guys were on 2 different paths anyway. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I definitely don't think that you should be holding him down after 4 months. So I'm sorry, time to pack up shop, write him his little letter, and let him know like we're on 2 different journeys, and you're gonna have to do your own thing. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. But right now, don't waste your life trying to hold somebody down. Focus on yourself. These are the golden years to develop and to turn into the person that you're really truly meant to be. So no to that. This brings me to my last anonymous submission for the day. It says, college career message. I am low-key terrified thinking about my future and the things to come. This is a major transition period, and my anxiety is paralyzing me. Graduation is rolling up, and people have these bomb jobs. People are already getting law school acceptances, and so on and so on. I know this isn't what I want for myself, but seeing goals not fitting the mold has me afraid that they might come out, you know, not on my plan, on my journey. She's feeling inadequate. Help. Don't feel inadequate. I saw this crazy quote on Instagram the other day. It's been like going all around, but it was basically like you're on your own time clock. If you see someone moving past you, they're not like speeding past you, you're not behind, they're just on their own time clock. So you have to listen to your clock. You have to listen to your dreams. You have to listen to that little voice in your head that says, hey, not quite yet. Hey, it's time. So me, myself, I was feeling like that too. Like, I don't know what to do. And then just one day, this idea came to my head. So you just have to be patient and wait on your destiny. So I don't think you should feel inadequate, especially all the things you listed. You say you don't want that for yourself. So you're just envying the success. but don't envy the success because it'll come to you when it's supposed to come to you. So I hope this helps. Just listen to your clock, listen to that voice in the back of your head, and just be open. Okay guys, that's it. That brings me to my last submission for the day. I'm so glad to have you guys tuned in. See you next time.